The COVID virus today is one of the most pressing issues facing not just prisoners, but the world at large. But historically, prisoners have been uniquely vulnerable to epidemics and pandemics and other diseases. In the last 40 years in the United States, American prisons have been incubators and spreaders of diseases such as HIV, hepatitis C, Legionnaire's disease, and many others, including MRSA. And what we've seen from government officials is, in this country anyways, is the only thing they're good at is caging people. They aren't very good at keeping prisoners safe and healthy. They aren't very good at providing medical care. And in this country, this issue is also compounded by the trend in recent decades of privatizing large sections of prison medical care, so that private companies like Horizon, like WellPath, and similar ones, they've built an entire business model upon getting as much taxpayer money from the government and then providing as little actual medical care as possible. And that's called their profit margin. All of which is, in the context of a public health pandemic, not a good thing for prisoners. It's not a good thing for society at large, which is put increasingly at risk. It's also not a good thing for the staff who work inside the prisons. Here at the Human Rights Defense Center, we've been reporting on medical issues, pandemics, infectious diseases, and a lot more for the past 30 years. And unfortunately, we've been kind of ahead of the curve on this, reporting it several years ago about how unprepared prisons and jails are in this country for a pandemic of the type we're seeing now. Right now, Prison Legal News and Criminal Legal News are the only publications with a national circulation going to every prison and jail in America. And we're wrapping up our reporting on coronavirus, as well as the other medical issues that are happening, to send those out to prisoners. And we're also updating our website on a regular basis to provide more information on what's happening with coronavirus, and we're mobilizing our social media resources as well. If you can support our efforts to make sure that prisoners are informed and are receiving timely, accurate, reliable information about what's happening, I hope you can take this time to make a donation to the Human Rights Defense Center. More importantly than this, also are the books that we distribute. For prisoners that are wondering what their legal rights are in the face of a pandemic and the right to medical treatment, the Human Rights Defense Center distributes the best books on the subject, which is the Prisoner Self-Help Litigation Manual and Protecting Your Health and Safety. And again, we have 30 years of advocacy on this issue, and unfortunately, we're very experienced, and our experience and expertise is that prisoners are a uniquely vulnerable population in terms of both the overcrowding that they face, the poor living conditions, large populations of prisoners that are elderly and have compromised immune systems. So now more than ever, they need help, they need advocacy, and we need your help and your support to make that happen. Please make a donation to the Human Rights Defense Center today. Thank you.